Yeah, it was. It was a good one. Okay. She's right. All right. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Roll call, please, Carol Sue.
Mayor Franklin.
Here.
Ron Miller.
Present.
Chris Armstrong.
Here.
Approval of minutes November 7th, 2012.
I've read them. I'd make a motion that we approve the minutes of the November 7th meeting as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, passed on a vote of 3-0. Approval of claims in the amount of $51,591.13.
I would also make a motion we approve the claims as presented in the amount of $51,591.13.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the claims, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, it passes on a vote of 3-0. There are no approval of licenses. Are there any changes to the agenda? Hearing none. Any old business? There's none. Under new business, report from the building commissioner. Hi.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I apologize for the report getting to you late.
No, you're fine.
If there was any questions on the report, I do apologize. There is no financials on the permits and contractor's license.
We understand.
Okay. Any questions? One thing I will note, the building inspections and the pending resolutions are all items that had been previously addressed by people coming forward via notice that they received for repairs that required on their homes. And the three that are listed are cooperating and are putting plans together. As I noted, 720 West Miami did come in yesterday and file for permit. It was forwarded over to the Plan Commission for their review. I foresee no problems with that permit, and they do have a good schedule to get the work done.
I appreciate the thoroughness of your work here and having the report. I know you're busy on a lot of different things, and you sort of inherited some issues that are still up in the air with our demolition plans and all that. I appreciate the work you're doing. You've asked good questions. I think we're supposed to have some answers back this week regarding the title search. And if we do, we should be able to move on those fairly quickly.
Yeah, as we currently stand, out of the 13 properties that we're focusing on right now, we do have 5 of those properties back in the title search. But they are not the ones that are on the front end of our construction or demolition schedule. So, but the balance of those are due in this week.
Okay.
We're probably going to have 2 out of the 13 that are going to take some extensive time to deal with.
Okay, that's the reason we're doing our homework now.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you. I would make a motion to approve the report from the building department.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Any questions for the building commissioner? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the report, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes on a vote of 3-0. Thank you, Bill. We have code enforcement officers' reports.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
You've got in front of you a copy of my report for this week. Do you have any questions on it?
I have no questions.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, passes
Thank
on
you.
a vote of 3-0. Thank you. Superintendent of Public Works, Mr. Williams.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hopefully you have in front of you the report for the Public Works Department for the city of Logansport, which covers the street department and also Mount Hope Cemetery. While you're thumbing through that, we We'll be getting in a new, better computer system to upgrade our current system. It goes under the name of Quantum, which is going to make everything a lot easier for the people if they get on and want to know where so-and-so is buried. This is going to make it a lot easier. It's just an upgrade which we haven't had for 8 years, and it's very customer-friendly, a lot easier to use. So we'll be getting that probably within the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Regarding the Department of Public Works, I know you had some trees that went down in the storm. One in particular over on Bates Street. I want to compliment you and your men. I had a call requesting, it actually resulted in a fire to the garage, and the rest of the tree was down. Sounds like quite a mess. But within a matter of minutes after you were notified, you were over there and had at least the first load of brush hauled away. And if you would extend those compliments on to your men, I certainly appreciate it.
I'd be happy to.
And I know the resident there appreciated it too, because she had no place else to put the brush and lots more brush to bring out. So it's flowing, and I thank you for it. Any questions for Superintendent of Public Works?
I make a motion we approve the superintendent's reports.
I would second that motion. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the report as presented, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass it on
Thank
vote
you.
3-0. Thank you, Dan. Chief Clark.
Morning.
Morning.
I'd just like to bring you up to speed on a couple different things. Yesterday, on 2 of the conditional offers for police officers that we offered, I got the medical testing back on both those individuals, and everything was fine. I submitted it to PERF for finalization yesterday. We should know within a couple weeks, and hopefully we can get them hired. Everything looked good, and when I talked to the lady at PERF yesterday, she said it's been going approximately 2.5 weeks turnaround, so hopefully I'll know soon. We've been very busy. We had 3 incidents of recent graffiti tagging on the west side that's been turned over to the gang task force. They have the markings identified, and they are interviewing people at this time. They've spoken with the homeowners, and their names and addresses will be submitted to the Family Support Center, and they have a program in which they come out and cover up the graffiti for them at no cost. So that's being done. We are in the process of finalizing the agreement. We have records probably up to 120 years old that have been stored in the basement, and we're looking at a scanning process for a part-time employee to get rid of a lot of those, and we'll have it all on computer. I've spoken to a couple other department heads, and there's records that they have that could be done in the same fashion, which we would have them forever. Over time, the records can deteriorate or be destroyed by the elements of some sort. So we are very close to getting that agreement finalized. It's going to be with the same company that the county just used. They've been doing it for, I guess, a little over a year and a half, doing all their records there. So I think we're behind times on that, but we're making progress to get everything taken care of. It's going to be an investment that is well worth the money, I believe. So other than that, things are running smoothly. Entertain any questions you have.
Any questions for the chief? I want to also relay a compliment to you, if you would pass along to your men. Apparently Monday night there was a call for a child in distress, a 2-year-old child having a seizure over in the 600 block of Wilkinson Street. I was late for this meeting because I had accepted a phone call from the grandmother who was babysitting the child at the time. It was the first time it ever happened, and she wanted me to extend a thank you to the rest of your men, your department, the men that were working on Monday night. She didn't know their names, she didn't know anything, but she said they were there within a matter of seconds, and the entire time they continued to arrive and were there prior to the ambulance and administered first aid, and she expressed her thank yous, and if you would pass that along to the rest of your men, we'd certainly appreciate that too.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. I would make a motion to accept the chief's report as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Fire Chief Strong is not here. He's had a busy week. Board member comments? None? I wanted to welcome Carol Sue back. I know you were here last week, but now you're back to work full-time, 24 hours a week. And welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's good to be
Are there any visitor comments? Hearing none. Miscellaneous business, including matters not already considered. Hearing none. Entertain a motion to adjourn.